we're starting the first game, guys. And
Yes.
the map is... What map is this, Mr. Nova?
This map is Brahmaputra, one of the most popular maps within the tournament, the only Nomad Star map that we have here, and one of my favorite ones for sure. We have seen some pretty good games here.
What really happened with your boys? You told me that you were sick, and you are really sick because your boys is completely different.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I could say that I'm your father here if I wanted to, but I'm just going to say that one. Regardless, though. How are you doing, man? I hope you are doing well for both of us.
I'm so because there's air condition all the time, so my voice is not also 100% because it's too hot in one room, cold in another, and that's definitely affect to how cold it is. But focusing the games, and thank you for inviting me also and for wanting to cast with me this, because it's a quarterfinals and it's very important, not only because you can get into the semifinals, because also the winner of this series, I don't know if he's 100%, but almost in Red Bull Legacy.
Yeah. There are 2 spots open for Red Bull from the top performing players in this tournament who haven't gotten invited to Red Bull yet. And well, for this game, I am seeing Britons versus Spanish for Hera and ACCM respectively. It seems like my voice is getting a little bit better. And do you have any thought for these civilizations?
Well, it depends a lot how they play. You know, if ACCM is getting a healthy transition to Castle Age faster than the Britons with Conks, but we have seen Hera, while controlling the units really well, with Britons probably one of the best to counter the possible conquistadors. But then checking the dogs right now, romantic dogs, Mr. Nova, what the hell?
Yeah, they are very close to one of the deep fish. And then to the left-hand side, there is some extra deep fish, but it's a little bit farther away. And that's one of the things of this map that really makes it a lot more versatile, in my opinion, is that water can be important for early economy, but it's not something that's going to give you a massive lead if you get control of, given that there is not too much deep fish.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen in this map that the water is important, but it's not completely decided. But it's true that if you get the water, you're going to be up to the next age very quick. And with both of these civilizations, the transition to the next age can be crucial. It can spike a lot, really a lot. I think this map, well, and with the saves can be kind of snowball.
All right, yeah, it can happen, and you know that's the reason why we have seen that same handful of civilizations so many times. Actually, I do have some stats over here if you'd be interested. Starting with how many times the civilizations have been played on this map. Now, Spanish, as you would expect, alongside Malians, you know, Mongols, those very popular hybrid and nomad map civilizations. Spanish got played 9 times on this map and they have a 78% win rate, while Britons instead is going to be the 3rd time that they are using this map and they have a 50% win rate so far.
Yeah, and the Spanish who have been picked even more because they banned several times, and they banned probably because of this map as well. Britons is also not being used a lot in this map because Britons is another civilization that is being globally banned a lot of times too, so it makes sense that it's only being played 3 times. And well, as we said, we have to wait a little bit because the map in the start is a little bit slow. Since you start without scout, well, it's a nomad start, so the nomad maps are always a little bit slower, Nova.
Yeah, for sure. I have some additional stats over here, especially specifically related to the matchup. And this is the 4th time that Britons are going to play against Spanish. So while Spanish might have a higher win rate on this map specifically, in the civilization matchup, Britons are looking better as they have gotten 2 victories versus only 1 loss against Spanish.
Okay. But for now, ACCM is killing ability to Hera. No! Oh my god, he escaped there in the last second. He was trying to block him in. That valley is now really low HP, but he saved it. Hera saved it and he's without the loom. That's a really bad move by ACCM because you got him block, you made the loom, just wall a little bit more the palisade and don't let your opponent escape.
Yeah.
That is without the loom. It's a little bit sloppy. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So at this point in time, the villager count is a little higher for ACCM. This is just by virtue of the Spanish building the TC a little bit sooner. However, he took, I think, a little bit longer to go for the dock, and it's going to allow them to equalize the worker count. And Hera is just taking the elephant. I'm taking a look at the point of view of Hera to see what resources he's got access to. Alright, there we go. And he's got a beautiful goal on the back of the TC that if he goes for some very cheap walls towards the left-hand side connecting both wood lines, and then towards the bottom connecting the wood lines, he will be able to secure the goal, but also the stone.
Yeah, the map is nice, you know. He has a lot of resources, a lot of wood as well. But then if we check ACCM has a great skills, you know. He make almost every map great because look at the walls he's doing. I mean, seriously. With these walls, all the maps are great. But honestly, if you're playing against Britons, why not? Why not to do that? I don't know if you were talking with your viewers, I was talking with mine. Who is the favorite for you and by what score in this matchup?
Oh, you gotta favor Hera. I would imagine my prediction would be something like 3-1, maybe, perhaps 3-2. I think Hera can take 2 games, but I have already tried to predict some of the sets before and got surprised, actually. We got many upsets already.
So
you probably remember some of those.
So ACCM is winning. You predict Hera is winning, then he lost. Okay,
yeah.
Let's go. Let's move on to the second round, to the second series. This is over, Nova. This is CG already. Unbelievable. Okay. Well, I don't know. People is telling that they see Hera playing super great. I don't agree. I mean, he's playing good, but I don't think the plans are playing extremely strong, except Vivi, and it was the only one that put him in a lot of problems, really a lot of problems, because what happened with these players, with Hera, Leary, the Viper, well, even Mr. Yo, some others, I don't know if you have feel, I mean, at least I have the feel that people respect them too much and play differently against them.
Yeah, it can happen. I imagine in a tournament setting, you're gonna want to be as safe as possible, but unfortunately, in being careful, you really don't want to play standard meta games against those players. If you're up against somebody you respect and think is better, you really want to go out of your way to play as aggressive as possible and try to prevent them just playing standard games.
Yeah, like for example, ACCM is doing now. Maybe it's gonna work. I don't say that it's not, but he's not doing anything special. It's kind of being predictable. The Spanish, let's go Kongs. Yeah. And then here, you can see how Hera is already up. He has 2 dogs, so he's gonna take the fish. Those are 5 fishes by ACCM that is gonna be gone. And I don't think that Hera is gonna be really too far from going up to the next age, because if you check, he's doing already the market. He has a mill there with the deers. He could even have done that mill on the berries, because actually it's pretty much the same distance, and then you can also use those really sticking the berries when you get all the deers. And well, you will see how soon his population is gonna be much better, because he's gonna take all the fish. So I don't know. I would like to see these Spanish players just go a little bit aggressive in feudal, some galleys, you know, to fight for the water, and you will still have resources in this map. There's plenty of resources, Nova, and you could go up to Castle Edge. Maybe not 16 minutes, but what, 17, 18? Maybe 19, yeah. But with even a better economy? I don't know. Let's see.
All right. Yeah, so ACCM should have enough resources to go up very soon, and Hera's gonna be following suit not too long after. But yeah, the Fire Galleys over here are doing a beautiful job, and there is no reaction whatsoever from ACCM, who instead has been collecting the stone, and we know exactly what that means. We know how Spanish are played on maps like this, and we're going to see Conquistadors coming up in the next 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, but he's not reacting, obviously. He can't react at all. Just get as much food as possible with those fishing ships, then move or go away. He's losing them all. He has lost already 4. And gonna lose them all. While ACCM is on the way to Castle Edge super quick, yes. Gonna make Conquistadors, yes, as well. But what we were talking about, Hera transition to Castle Edge, look at his resources already. He's clicking up. Look at this. 30 seconds later. 30 seconds later, but now with 6. Not villages, you know. He has 2 villages more, but 4 fishing ships. So, I prefer Hera position.
Alright, yeah, and as we established, Hera's got one of the best civilizations to fight against Spanish over here. At the very least, the stats also seem to indicate that. And ACCM, it seems like he's not completely given up on water, but this is just going to be Demolition Raft that he'll trade for fish and chips just to prevent that Hera gets food for free. But once again, it's not really going to have too much of an impact. And even if Hera was to lose all the fish and chips, he should still be 2 workers ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't think he will lose anything. At least that he's gonna make a castle super forward, and that demo Rav is gonna do what? Gonna kill one galley? Maybe he's not gonna kill anything. You see, he's just hitting the fire galley. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, he has the stone to make the castle, but then look at the food he has in the bank. 140, so he can do a couple of conks. At least that he's going siege. I would love to see him going really aggressive, because if you make a castle and conks and then you are just going few conquistadors and that's it, Britons will defend properly. You go archers or skirmishers and then maybe some monks, and what is the problem? Look at the resources for Hera. He can make even ballistic if he wanted, considering that he can make TCs cheaper, 50% wood. So, yeah.
So the castle's coming up over here. He won't be able to save the dock. I don't think the castle doesn't have enough range, but he's gonna start bumping the conquistadors. And by the way, just asking out of caution over here, I've been muting myself. You haven't heard me cough or that stuff, right?
No. I didn't listen to you anything. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
Just if you die, just let me know, okay? You used to know, like, hey, ma'am, I'm dead. You know, like, please, just let me know, okay? I need to know that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll automate something over here. If I just stop talking for 2 minutes, you just could carry on.
No, but just let me know. Okay. Ma'am, be right back or whatever, and then I keep talking, you know, because I usually make the pauses to give you pass and talk. We talk both. So if you don't feel 100%, I will take over. Don't worry, but just let me know, and I keep going, and then you can interrupt me when you are back, or you just tell me that you are back. Anyway. For now, look at the conks. The conks aren't already there, but it's happening exactly what was afraid for. 3 TCs right away with the Britons. 3 TCs right away with the Britons, and now those conks, how much damage is he gonna do if he's not going siege? If he's not going siege, 0 damage, Nova.
Yeah. TCs are providing beautiful protection over here, and that is behind the walls even. On the right-hand side, it would take forever for ACCM. Oh, actually, it's open in between the wood and the edge of the map. Yeah, I guess that's probably a location he would, if he finds that ever, he could potentially get to the back of Hera's base, and he does have some exposed villagers, but it seems unlikely, and the conquistadors, they are out of position right now.
Well, he's taking the fish. Oh, I see something coming from ACCM. Oh, it's open! It's open and he's there with the conks! It was open, he's killing the villains now, he's killing 1, he's killing 2. Oh boy, this is exactly what cannot happen, because then the conquistadors can be a disaster for Hera. And now Hera is definitely going to kill some villagers. He's killing already. Well, look at the Echo KD, guys. It's already a disaster. And I was about to say, Nova, that I feel ACCM could make a castle forward, a second one, a second castle forward. That could be something else.
Yeah, and taking a look at the TC locations over here, it'll be a fantastic idea for him to go for a castle that's going to range both those TCs. However, his point of view reveals that he doesn't know that there are TCs over there. He doesn't really know anything about Hera. His scouting is pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He still click also on the right. He's still open. The conks are just coming. Not gonna be open anymore. But it's quite a lot of conks. The skimmers is... I mean, if he go with siege right now, here we have a big problem. A real big problem to defend. Because he's doing university, okay, but skimmers says with Botkin, but with a mangola shot. But now ACCM is doing what I think is not a good decision. Well, I mean, having extra TC is good, but I insist, more damage, man. This is not enough damage. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I completely agree. There's gotta be a 1TC all-out push with the Conquistadors and Siege, as you said, and unfortunately he's not sent a single villager forward, so it's quite clear he's not thinking of Siege. Instead, he's gone for a very respectable amount of Conquistadors. He's got 9 already out, but once again, the walls are keeping Hera safe. This time around, he is close on the left-hand side and the right-hand side.
He's having one village now close to the artillery range with the outpost, so maybe he's gonna make the siege workshop. Remember that those Spanish villages are faster because you know pretty well how Spanish people work, super strong, right, Nova? So it's what it is. But he's still doing TCs on the left. Third on center, he's 9 villages behind, but he's doing the siege workshop. I like this approach. I mean, now he's having some economy, he's gonna come aggressive, and he can also put the castle forward. So if he keep going with the some siege and conks, these can work. But don't lose the damn conquistadors against skirmishes. That's hard. Really, really painful.
Yeah, there we go. The siege workshop's up, and he's got a mangonel coming out, which is great. As Hera has not gone for archers, just skirmishers. These will not really have the extra range that Britons are so known for.
But ballistic.
So it's looking pretty good. Oh boy.
Look at the ballistic.
Just finished researching ballistic.
Oh, look at the ballistic. I mean, Nova, skirmishes that are so cheap are getting units that are so expensive. You really need the siege earlier. You cannot let those skirmishes get 3-4 conquistadors like these. It's terrible. It's really terrible. Yeah,
and special when you have been behind the villager count already, the units that you're losing over here, they are pretty expensive, and your economy doesn't really allow you to replace them very easily.
Yeah, well, he's having a siege workshop that is gonna make another mangonel. You can see the mangonel and the conks coming, but he has 737 stone. If he's now adding a castle in that area, will be absolutely great. Gonna be more difficult because he's gonna have also siege and the skirmishes, so I don't really know. He's coming, Nova. He's coming, and the castle, it's solid. Could be better if that siege workshop wouldn't be there, but he has to be careful, because if he's not doing this castle, it's game over, Mr. Nova, in my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now he's got vision of both the TCs, but he cannot arrange both. The only way would be right next to the siege workshop, but he wouldn't be able to surround it with vills. Although he doesn't really have too many.
Oh my god!
I guess he could have tried to go for. Oh man.
Nah, he's playing very awful. Very, very awful. Sorry with the conks. Like, how many conks he has lost? And then Hera didn't lose almost anything. Obviously, that castle is gonna make him go back. He's gonna take the TC. That castle is gonna be up for sure. He's trying to kill some village, and he will. But now he can really make some pressure. It's true that Hera might do a castle soon, but the good thing here, the good news here for ACCM and Nova is that Hera is corner. He's quite corner here. So, full push.
Yeah. He's gotta go for it, and I'm taking a look at resources here. Already started collected from the right hand side gold, and that's the last one that he's gonna have access to. So once he runs out the one that he's got in the bag, which got 1600 left, he's gonna be strapped for resources very soon, if ACCM keeps pressure, of course.
Yeah, but let's see how he's gonna keep pressuring right now. As you can see, guys, Hero has 18 villages more. He still doesn't have the resources to go up, but soon he might do a castle, and he's just defending, well, with the boom and with the skirmishes as we were expecting. And now he's gathering the resources. ACCM playing so predictable, but this is push. It's not gonna work. He can see now the castle is sending the conks. Okay, but the skirmishers are going to come, and those skirmishers might clean those conks, except if he's sending mangonels. But mangonels come and he got only one, Nova. It's not enough.
Yeah, and well, you know, if Hera... This castle is going to prevent ACCM from still pushing from this angle, from the left-hand side. If he goes up to the Imperial Age, of course, he start trading the castle jump from ACCM, then he's going to start pushing back with a much stronger economy. As you said, ACCM is playing predictable over here. Hera is just reading him like a book. Because
both players are playing so predictable, you know? Like with Britons, you are well completely and is doing exactly what he has to do. And the Spanish... He's not really doing a crazy aggression. It's few conks, then with few skirmishes, because Nova, how many times we are listening, oh, the conks, what a crazy unit, is unstoppable. Hera stopped with the skirms?
Yeah.
With the skirms?
Some walls, the skirms. Yeah.
And remember that he even got inside with the hole, and so what? He killed few villages, and still 14 villages ahead, and he's on the way to Imperial. So what ACCM can do now?
Yeah, exactly. You said both players are playing very predictable over here, and this is what we were saying earlier. You cannot really play a meta game if you're in ACCM's position and you're expecting Hera to outperform you, because a meta game is exactly what Hera's gonna want to do over here, and it's just going to be a ladder game, so to say, between both of these players over here. ACCM needed to go with something significantly different over here. Perhaps the Conquistador push was not bad, but he needed to go for it much earlier and with Siege.
Yeah, and even a stable needed, he's still without bloodlines, you know? Without bloodline, when you are with the Kongs, with the husbandry, you need the average. Why you think that those Kongs are just dying so fast? You know, he's taking absolutely everything. He has ballistic, so with the skirmishes now, he has, well, let's say an easy job for him. He's gonna come with villas to make a castle in this area. He wants to make a castle probably in that shallows where the skirmishes are going. But ACCM, that is really, really a try-hard player. I don't see what he can do right now. Like, Hera just need to go now traps, and the same skirmishes with more arbrates, and that's it. Nothing else can it.
You know, there's a very interesting suggestion over here that I'm reading in my chat. If you went, like, if ACCM went for a bunch of ramps over here the moment he saw the castle come out from Hera, maybe that could have been something that could have worked, because that's only one castle from Hera, and without the castle getting to the Imperial Age, it's not going to give him trebuchets.
Yeah, and he didn't even have Siege at any point. Now he has the Siege. He's gonna make that castle. There's another villager down. He's gonna take... Oh, there's now few mangonels, but still look how many Kongs he's losing. I mean, the KD, it's better for Hera. When you are attacking with Kongs and you are sacrificing your transition to Imp, and you have a worse KD than your opponent, you know that you're Fook. And now that mangonel is gonna be down, you know. Crazy.
Yeah, there we go.
Nova.
Trebuchet's coming out already. Hera's got the second castle coming forward, so it's going to start putting pressure against ACCM. It's just not going to be necessarily full defense. And ACCM is kind of screwed over here. He does have enough to go for another castle, but that is not really going to do much of anything while he's still in the castle age and is unable to defend against traps.
Well, ACCM keep doing villages, but he is still 20 villages behind. That castle is not even protecting a lot against skirmishes because there is no fletching in the castle. Now he's doing the bloodlines. So this is all the thing. He just made now the first stables. Nova. The first stables in the game, ACCM just do now, and it's gonna do what? Because if he's doing now light caps against halberdiers, then when you are gonna go up to Imperial, and remember one thing, this Spanish civilization in this map is actually really amazing, because with the galleys they have, with the cannon galleons, you know, when you make chemistry, and the middle water, man, how do you stop them? It's so difficult. So maybe he should even go better for the Boomer Knights instead of Kongs. That's why many times Nova, people is just playing 2-2 standard, and then the player is ready to that. And Hera has been ready the whole game.
Yeah, now finally ACCM is going to start going for the ramps, but this is just a drop in the bucket, of course. The light cavalry I'm not the biggest fan of. You don't scout rush Hera. Hera's the player who scouts rush you, so I don't know about that. He's got chain barbed armor as well, and yeah, the trebuchets are already out. Hera even got 2 trebuchets out from the right-hand side castle, and he's going to take the castle down from ACCM. Keep the TC alive, I'm pretty sure, yeah, and then start putting pressure finally.
Yeah, he's not even repairing. He's not even repairing the castle. He has a lot of villains there on the berries, and he's not even repairing that one. What I'm very surprised is that
happy weekend.
Where's the halberdiers for Hera? Because he's sending knights and he's killing some units here, ACCM. And in the meanwhile, well, ACCM keep booming. 120 villages is now doing all the upgrades for the knights. He did +2, +1 for the knights. What the hell? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird game.
The halberdier
now.
Yeah, they're finally coming out. He has gone for 6 barracks, so he was going for the infrastructure first, but now he should be able to produce them pretty well. Well, he's not really producing much more though. 19 will be enough for him to defend, and now he's going for archers.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Well, now he has the halberdiers, but now what you gonna do with the halves? He's doing more conquistadors. Well, the good thing for ACCM is that he is still not getting pressure at home, so he still has his economy completely healthy. 125 villages, but Hera, in my opinion now, overboom with Britons when you are already in Imperial. 147 villages that did it. Well, maybe it's needed, but I don't see that is needed at all. He could have right now 80 military if he wanted. But well, the game keep going with Hera, 2,500 score difference. Like, I don't know how you can win against Britos in Imperial when you are still full castle age. Explain me, Nova, because I don't know.
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to. Hera, he's got 13 Lombos over here. It's gonna take some time. He's not really. He's gotten to 200 population, as you said. So unfortunately, unless he deletes a few villagers or so, he won't really have too many numbers to push with. But he has been playing very safe himself as well. In the ACCM, he's not really receiving too much pressure over here at all. What would you like to see from Hera?
I mean, Hera can do whatever he wants. Look his resources, Nova. I mean, Trebuchet Warwolf and use Arvales, for example, in case that you cannot produce too much because you have only 2 castles. But now he has to be careful. The demos are there, but he has a crazy range. The demos will never reach. The good thing is that he is still attacking all the time, but he's stopping with the army. There's fast fireships already for Hera and ACCM. Castle age forever. 138 villages, yes, but no army at all, and now another castle. Hera is being patient, being slow, because he's playing, in my opinion, for being already in Imperial, he should be pushing faster. But he's not doing that. He's just being step by step, safe, don't want to take any risk. And well, he feels that he has the game. I think so.
Yeah, and he should. Despite getting pop capped over here, he still has a much larger military count, and now he's finally sending some of the halberdier forward so he can defend the Trebs, and he's got to keep on pushing. Where's the rest? Oh, there we go. He's bringing the rest of the Cherishes there on the left-hand side, so he's going after the docks so that ACCM cannot produce Navy.
Yeah, well, that castle there, and now the Kongs with the light cast trying to deny that castle, but it's not gonna happen. The castle is gonna be up. He's still killing some villages. Killing villages to Hera is now helping him, actually. Elite Longbowman, the halberdiers are gonna be +4. And now ACCM, well, 141 villages, 55 farmers. Resources, 0, because he's using all. He's doing light cast, he's doing Kongs. I mean, it's impossible. Even his skirmishes would be better than the units that he's doing, because he got halberdiers. I mean, the problem with these games is frustrates me a little bit as a caster, Nova, because you feel that this is what is going to happen from the start, and it's happening. And the players just play too much of a meta, and you cannot play like this against players like Hera and with those civilizations. It was pretty obvious what the Britos is going to do. And going like this, you're gonna fall behind in economy all the time. All the time, Nova.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, the writing's on the wall already, and it's only a matter of time until Hera finally suppresses ACCM. And from the get-go, you said it was quite predictable. Even the civilization choice over here for Hera was countering ACCM civilization choice. And we have seen on this tournament already many times before that preparation is absolutely key. And coming out with something out of the box is going to usually result in a much better series for somebody who is fighting against a higher level player.
Yeah, right now we can see, guys, how Hera has almost 200 population. Look at the resources. When the game is speed up like this, is because probably it's completely over. I just put the normal speed. I don't know if it happened to you in Capture H, but for me it happened that it speed up a little, and that means with a 5,000 score difference. He's now going up to Imperial, but we are in 47 minutes. It's completely over. You have to do something different. You cannot play like this, because if you do, you die. And he's calling the GG, Mr. Nova, and Hera won, I will say, easily and very, very clear.
I'm kind of perplexed about ACCM's choice for this game. He's gotta know he's up against Hera, he cannot play standard. At the same time, he decided to go for it. And the push was pretty slow, he did not add siege on time. I'm not really sure. I imagine ACCM had an idea in his mind, probably he just was not able to execute it as he wanted to. But I imagine he should have known.
Is ACCM that kind of a player? Because I was asking the other day also in my chat, is ACCM a meta player, a player versatile? I don't think it is. I think he has the problem that, except in few games, he has a standard gameplay or a plan, and he usually stick in that plan. It's not going, it's not adapting, it's not moving, it's not surprising you, He's usually very, very, well, well known for going for his economy going, and when the economy going in late game, he's amazing. But in this time, Hera was much more ahead. Like Imperial 8, 34 minutes. Well, ACCM didn't reach. He just resigned before reaching even. So what to do?
Yeah. All right, Mem. I'll see you then in game number 2.
Okay, let's go, amigo. Game number 2 incoming.
All right.
Hopefully Nova is also here. Mr. Nova, you hear me, man? Do you hear me, Mr. Nova? I don't hear you,
Can you hear me now, Mem?
Yes, now I do. Spiral.
Okay.
Mr. Nova, what we can expect on this map? Franks and Byzantines, amigo.
Yeah, I was just checking the civilizations, and this is what I had predicted from Hera. ACCM, I wasn't really sure where he was going to go for Byzantines, because we still had Fractal open, which we have seen Byzantines on before, but it can be a strong civ over here, especially because of the faster attacking fires.
Wait a bit.
Oh,
Franks wasn't peaking the draft.
Wait. Hold on.
I mean, I don't know what they, or it was. No, wait.
Yeah,
Franks is for Hera.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah.
Franks for Hera and Byzantines for... Yeah, I was just checking the draft opposite, so it's
Okay.
fine. Yes, it's fine. It was my bad. Anyway, now that I Titanic for a little bit, I was checking just in my overlay on my other monitor, and I was just checking I thought Hera was the first player, but it was the second in the overlay. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do you think about this generation? I've been talking during the tournament about, because this spiral can generate completely different, but we have the generation that bring the safest play for this map. I don't know if you agree. When the water is so close to your base, to your TC.
Yeah, that is true. This map by itself is already going to have the players spawning very far from each other, but this time around, getting the water right next to your TC means that you should be able to secure it. It's going to be very good for ACCM. And I also have some stats for this one. On Spiral, we have seen Byzantines 6 times. They have a 67% win rate, so 4 out of 6 games. While for Franks instead, we have seen them 7 times. They have a 47% win rate. As for the actual matchup between these civilizations, it's going to be the 3rd time that they face each other. And so far, Byzantines have won both times that they have played versus Franks. So at the very least, the stats are going to look kind of promising for ACCM for this one.
Well, Byzantines is amazing here. And you know why I also got confused with the civs? Now I just noticed. Because of the colors.
Yeah.
What colors was the first game? It was the opposite, right? I have changed.
It was the opposite, yeah.
Yeah, I have changed, just to let you know, I have changed just for my chat, that Hera is blue. I have Hera blue and ACCM red here, just to keep the same color the whole series, if you are fine with that. Because if not...
Yeah, I've just done it myself too.
I did that. I was confused also for that too. I was just checking the colors and I was like, what? And then I just noticed that it was different. Anyway, I mean, I think Byzantines, I don't know if you remember, the survivalists love the Byzantines, and for a good reason. Oh, he's gonna lose that villager?
I think you will.
He got it. Ooh,
Yes. Oh.
It's worthy. Losing the
goes
scout.
down.
Ooh. Oh, but look at Hera. He's gonna lose the scout too.
Oh,
He's saving
that
it.
is so close.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
this is so much better for Hera now. As long as he can just keep the scout alive, he's gonna have vision. ACCM is gonna be blindfolded. The only thing he can do now is scouting on the water, which is just going to be very close to his base. So it's not worth it. Losing the scout over there early on to just one villager, it's not.
I don't think it is. Even more in this kind of, let's say, mixed maps. I like a lot this uptime by ACCM. He's already up, but now the question is, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go barrack, archery range? Are you gonna go forward and try to get the fish? That's the problem, not having the scout now. And that's the advantage for Hera. Look at how with that scout, Mr. Nova is exploring the tubule is coming forward.
Yeah, this is really good for Hera. So whatever ACCM is thinking of going forward over here is going to get spotted, and Hera should be able to react on time as he's going out to the fuel H a little bit later, but he should be there just fine.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna send more villages to even deny that potential dock. What ACCM want to do is clear. He want to make a dock on Hera's side, and seriously having this advantage that is 45 seconds can be a node. he's trying to send a villager. He's gonna send both villagers to deny that dock. But if ACCM plays smart, he should walk his villagers himself. He's doing exactly that right now, and that's an amazing move here by ACCM. He's gonna walk him in, maybe. But the dog is very important to be done. Nah, this is good. This is very good. I like it. I like what he did. Only keep one villager there. And having the galley already going, it's an important advantage.
Yeah, I completely agree. So he's got the fire galley over here, once again attacking 25% faster for Byzantines, which means Hera, he's going for the second dock and he's going to need it, otherwise he'll fall behind in production. And if he was able to wall the villagers from ACCM, that would be good for him as well, because with a galley he should take them down, but the ACCM's breaking through, so he's going back now.
Yeah, it's a good move here by ACCM, now walling absolutely everything. Oh my! Doing even another dog.
Oh boy.
Well, that's really committing to the water. It's not even too much. Like, is that worth it to invest 2 dogs and the potential galleys that you're gonna make if he is just walling? Oh my goodness, I can't believe these kind of things. Seriously. Oh,
yeah,
well,
just wall a little bit more.
Now. It's fine now because he has the galley there. Yeah, but you want to attack, and now he's losing that timing. He's still ahead, but you need to go quick. Stop attacking the dock. I get nervous with these games, Nova. You know, because I want to tend to go very aggressive. Go, go, go!
Yeah. They're going now with 2 dogs over here. Hera should be struggling against ACCM. ACCM's units will be faster, so if all goes well and ACCM plays his cards correctly, he should be able to get full water control. That's gonna be huge, because he's completely uncontested back home. That means he's going to have 2 lakes over here to keep on collecting resources from. And something that happens with this map generation, where they are very close to water, is that ACCM, once he gets to the castle age, if he goes for war galleys, he could potentially even take the TC down.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I prefer the other map generations, because for me, you know that I love the land maps. For me, it become a lot better to watch usually, because they focus less on water. Here, they need to focus more for what you said. Imagine that. You get the castle age and then you're there with galleys. It's not only that you get the TC, you deny stone, you deny gold, deny even the wood. Look at the wood on the left for Hera. He's gonna be in danger. So, if he's getting the water here, ACCM is gonna have a lot. And the scout that now he's sending, Hera, well, for nothing, because he's fully wall at home.
Yeah. Well, so it does. He does have a good amount of galleys over here. He's outproducing ACCM though, so he might be able to hold on.
Yeah, he's doing. I don't know why, because it shouldn't be the case, but Hera is having a very good macro here. No, he's not using all the galleys. He has galleys inside and even a demo. Right now he has more navy. So if he's going now, if he's making a good shot here, a good hit or not, yeah, he can really do damage now. And he's shoot there. Look at the fish now, 2 fish down. This is very good for ACCM, Nova.
Absolutely fantastic, man. Now he's getting surrounded. He's got to be careful over there, but I think he should still come out on top just by virtue of the units attacking a lot faster. So it's a pretty rough position now for Hera. Seems like he's on the back foot again. He's going to have to keep on going. He's got demolition rafts coming out, and that's a good shot.
Oof, that was dirty. That was dirty, Nova. You know?
Yeah.
Didn't expect that coming. And now he take probably absolutely everything. Yes. Anyway, he did damage because look at Hera. He lost 3 fishing ships. And when you are fighting for the water, obviously you want the control, but you want to take the water. And honestly, I think against Byzantines, in the long run, you're going to lose the water eventually.
That should be the case, all else being equal. ACCM so far for the KD has gotten a better KD compared to Hera, and if you take into account the fishing ships he was able to get, for military units it's going to be 6-6, so it's not good enough for the bull player.
Look home now. Scouts inside. He lost a villager. The scouts are going in. And now he's going to try to get some more villagers on wood. He has one that is full HP. The other is half HP, but he's using. And now he's killing the second villager. Probably he's going to kill the lady or not. No, he's trying to go around. The 2 scouts are there. He's coming. He's chasing. Look how he's trying to find the blood. And that woman is in danger. Ay, the woman is going to die. She died. 1 minute silent, Oma, please. Oh my goodness. That was amazing by Hera. He was just searching that village all the time.
Yeah, that's the classic Hera snipe, right? He was going after the the lumberjacks over here, but he's not gonna be able to do anything as the scouts are very low HP. But back home, he's gotten pushed back on water once again. He's got some galleys coming out, and he's got some garrison inside the docks over there, but the ACCM's done a good job of keeping pressure. So Hera seems like eventually, as you said, he's going to end up losing this, as he's not even going for demo wraps now.
Yeah, the problem is, Nova, I don't know what you think. If you check, doing that many galleys at the end is also delaying a little bit your economy, because all those resources that you are not using on farms and on food, you know, you are investing on more navy. And look at now, the economy for ACCM, that is definitely missing the buildings. I can't believe this is happening to the players all the time. He's not only missing one building now, he's missing both, Nova.
Oh boy.
What?
Yeah.
Did he really make 2 fishing ships in Hera's lake? ACCM? Are you kidding me, man?
That's a little bit too ambitious. Now he's got finally enough resources. He's got the blacksmith coming out with 2 villagers back home, but he's delaying himself. Regardless, though, he should be going up pretty quickly, and Hera doesn't seem like he's particularly close to go up himself, so this should be very good. Once ACCM gets to the Castle Age, you can go for the War Galley upgrade. He should end up... I'm not really sure if he'll be able to still hold on to the docks over here. That's a lot of pressure from Hera.
Well, he cannot right now because he wasn't doing any galleys right now. It's crazy. And now he's sending a villager forward. Maybe want to make another dog. He's sending with the spear. He's on the way to Castle Age. Yes, but the last 2 minutes has not been the best for ACCM. I think he was with a much better position that now he's getting. That's why the score is 500 difference. It's true that he's on the way to Castle Age, and that can change a lot. Population is very close. But let's see. There was a demo also in that Hera's Lake. But that dog is about to be lost. Still is stronger. Remember that those dogs got almost 400 more HP than Hera dogs. Byzantine's old buildings are stronger, but I'm not sure anymore. I mean, he's still ahead, yes, but he has really nothing to push. Oh god, he killed. Ooh, that last demo in the last second was very, very good. Really good.
Yeah, I was keeping up with the production of the demo. There was so close. Now he's got more coming out, and you know, he might be able to clean this up, or at the very least push Hera back, but he will need to bring a villager over to go for another dock, unless he gets to the Castle Age.
Nova, he's on the left. On the left, look at the villager on the left. The villager with the 2 spears on the left. He's there coming.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. So he's trying to keep him distracted in this area, which I like it a lot. War Galley upgrade is huge, even more with Byzantines, but oh man, he's also open in the woodland. Even if he got a stable there, you know, like, he has to attack, man. Well, he take another fishing ship. He has 2 more galleys coming. No, he canceled that fish. But micro, you can kill fire galley. Well, it's not micro in anything. And now he's not gonna make a second dog. I think he's gonna go siege. What is he doing? What is ACCM doing? It's booming again. You see, man? It's booming, man. Look at the village in the north going to make a TC. And now he has the opportunity to punish the Canadian, and he's booming. Nova. He's booming.
Well, I'm not necessarily against this, mainly by the fact that going up to the Castle Age earlier, if he does get extra TCs, he's going to be guaranteed to get ahead. The problem with this is that he could have done a lot more damage, especially on water over there. And this wouldn't really have prevented him from going for the extra TC or whatever. Now Hera's gonna have a second TC come up, as he was not that much later to the Castle Age. I'll probably have preferred if ACCM, as soon as he got to the Castle Age, went for at least 2 extra TCs. But just the second one over there, I'm not too convinced about.
Yeah, well, he's doing double stable. There's a scout now also, but those units don't have a single upgrade. He's doing a monastery. This is the kind of games that Hera usually feel just so comfy, really comfortable. 3 TCs, himself, a monastery, is stable. It's a guy playing the game that Hera want. Nova, I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree. Now Hera's gotten to the Castle Age, and he didn't really know what the ACCM was going for. He just spotted the 4 villager, but he's going for the 2nd and 3rd TCs over here, and he's gonna be able to keep up with workers.
And look, Nova, what he did with the village he sent forward on the left. It's a great achievement. He made 3 houses. That was it. I lost the villager. you know.
Yeah, I guess he blocked the gold over there, but then on the right-hand side, Hera's got access to another one, and then he could potentially go for the gold further east as well, so it's not really doing much.
Yeah. Anyway, population is almost the same, as you can see. 50 is 48 for both players. 3 fishing ships for one player, 2 for the other. So economy is similar in theory, because then you check the food in the bank for Hera, and you're scared, man. Look at the food he has already. This is insane. 800 food. But these camels and knights and the camels from Byzantines, we forgot to say, 25% cheaper. And the transition for Byzantines to Imperial can be very smooth in this situation, Nova.
It can be as well. It's a matter of not falling behind. With Hera's 4 TC coming up over here, that's going to be kind of rough on ACCM. However, if he does manage to go up to the Imperial Age faster, he could be onto something. Once again, you said that we had cheaper units. That's 25% cheaper camels. If he goes for heavy camels, that's going to make them so much more valuable, and actually a unit that he will be able to push with as opposed to just defend with, as it's the case with these standard camels.
Yeah. Well, he still have like 1,000 food in the bank, Hera. That's a lot of food, yes, but you have to make some army. Camels are coming from ACCM. Village number almost the same. And as we were talking, Byzantines only need like 600 food to go up. He has now 40 Cs. He has 800 food in the bag, and if you check Capture Age, he has 16 villages in the queue. How much food he has? What the hell? And 0 villages on gold, Hera, right now. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. He does have access to gold on the right-hand side, he's just not going for it. And then on the left-hand side, he's not even trying to clean up the walls from ACCM either.
Okay, well, let's see. He's moving now back a little bit. Husbandry, wheelbarrow, I like a little bit more now that ACCM seems to be committing a little bit more. It's, well, he did scale bar and armor, he did husbandry if I'm not wrong. So he's trying to make some damage, and he has quite some army right now. And you can afford this with Byzantines because of what we were talking. They're very cheap. They're really cheap, and I like something a lot from ACCM. I think he's preparing a castle forward. The question is gonna be a real castle forward, a Doubt castle, or a Titanic castle, Nova? What do you think? You know,
Well, I definitely would like to see the castle come up at the end of the spiral arm right next to the gold over there, so that he can also deny the stone and potentially range the TC. But this is very important, because ACCM with camels alone will not take TCs down. He'll not be able to push, once again, because those are defensive, those are counter units. So the castle's good, and then if he could add the siege workshop next to it as well, that'd be even better. He might be able to get both TCs down on the right-hand side. And once again, Hera has not cleared up the goal on the left.
Yeah. Well, what is that food for Hera? Can you explain me? He's just gonna go up to Imperial just selling the food? Because at this point,
he could.
If you sell to go up, okay, that castle. It
Oh,
has a
God.
hill. It has a hill, yeah, but I mean, why?
Oh boy.
Why? No,
It just seems like such a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, seems like, okay, you have the hill. So what? Can I hide? Can I Titanic? What can I say? Nova, please, share your thought with me. I'm really being too much, too harsh, special. That castle is protecting the berries at the back. I mean, it's not attacking, it's not, I don't know. And it's not even close to go up to Imperial.
Yeah, man, once again, he had the vision. On the right-hand side, he could have gone for the game. Check a look at this. Hera's going for the goal on the right. That simply would not have been possible if ACCM had gone for the castle over there. I don't get it. I'm not really sure what's really the train of thought for ACCM to go for the castle on the left-hand side. I'm very sure that it makes sense for him and that it's very logical, but from the caster's point of view, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, not for me, not for you, not for anyone. Where the camels are right now on the right, where he's doing an outpost, if he's doing a castle there, he denied a TC, denied the stone, denied the gold. And right now, Hera has 10 villages more. His resources are just getting there. Obviously, if Byzantines, if ACCM is able to go up to Imperial faster than his soul, now he's not reacting. What happened with Hera? Well, Hera is like all the players, man. All the players has problems when they are multitasking. He has camels inside in the middle, and now 2 camels are killing so many villages on goal. Nova, how many villages is killing already there? a lot. And Hera is still not reacting because they're human and the players are not used to get raided. He's getting raided and Hera is failing big time here, losing 10 villages with 2 camels.
Yeah, that was pretty good for ACCM, and now Hera's finally used the market and he's going out to the Imperial Age. Meanwhile, ACCM, even when taking the villagers down, is still behind an economy by 7 workers. And it doesn't seem like he'll be able to go up to the Imperial Age anytime soon, so this could get a lot better for Hera very, very soon.
Yeah, I mean, Hera is not attacking, but not attacking at all. And now he needs to deny this castle or he's dead. Obviously, if he denied this one, it's gonna be lovely. Now ACCM is having a lot of units, yes, but if ACCM is not going up to Imperial soon, he's gonna be in a big problem. The good thing here for ACCM is that look on the left, also Nova, with the Cataphract, with the Mangrel, he can kill a lot, and he's killing a lot of villages right now. All the time. And the castle, the following castle that now ACCM is bringing on the right is the castle we were demanded for. If he's doing that castle and not letting him get that castle up, then the ACCM has something to say, because if not, Hera is too strong in these kind of situations.
Yeah, now ACCM is finally going up to the Imperial Age as well, so he's starting to look a little bit better over here. And while I still consider the left-hand side castle was a mistake over there for sure, now that he's going to redeem himself. With this castle coming up, Hera's going to have only access to the goal on the left-hand side, but he still has not even cleaned up the houses, so he doesn't really have access to it yet.
Yeah, and the good thing is that I see that Hera is going pikes. I mean, if you go pikes against Byzantines, you die.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cataphracts only need to be, well, with minor upgrades to kill absolutely everything. Well, this is looking okay for ACCM, but you can see Nova and everyone how in both games Hera is booming. Not a single attack.
Yeah.
He boomed with Britons, he boomed here, and I don't remember the last time that ACCM that Hera attacked ACCM base at all, and even like that, he's reaching up Imperial faster, because Hera has a great macro, but if you push him, you can see how he's suffering a lot, because he's losing already 25 villages, Nova. A lot of villages, even more now.
Yeah. And once again, Hera has just been playing full for eco over here, and ACCM's finally putting much more pressure. This is what we wanted to see originally in game number 1, but this time around he's going to pull it with Byzantines. Now that Hera's gotten to the Imperial Age, he's gotten out to 22 pikemen, which are going to be good against the camels. Not so much against the Cataphracts, and ACCM, now that he's on 2 castles and he's going for the 3rd castle, could very well make a play for Cataphracts over here, given just how heavily Hera's gone for pikemen and how hard it's going to be for Hera to get access to gold.
Yeah, well, he's going to the middle now. He's going to the middle now. With those Cataphracts, camels, and knights, the pikes are coming. He's gonna deny that castle. He's gonna kill so many villains. This is not gonna work. The scores still say that Hera is ahead, but I'm not sure anymore if he's really ahead, because those Cataphracts, without upgrades, can be able to destroy if he obviously focusing the pikes, because if you are attacking the villages and the pikes are just dealing with the Cataphracts, then no problem. But you need to kill the monks. He's gonna take some or not. Yes, he's taking. What is incredible for me is that with 34 villages killed, Hera is still with the same village number than ACCM. The same.
Yeah, and he's going to get a castle up over here. ACCM's production, unfortunately, was not strong enough for him to replenish his units at the center. And the pikemen do end up cleaning everything up, so Hera's finally getting access to gold, and that makes him significantly more dangerous than 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, still Hera resources are at the limit. Really at the limit at this point. The 0 resources pretty much. You know, he's doing all the upgrades. Those pikes are +1 only. Right now, I don't know why ACCM is not doing the most important upgrade he needs to do right now. +4, those Cataphracts. The plate bard in armor are just amazing. I don't know what he's doing with that castle. He's gonna lose it. He's doing skirmishes. Okay, he's doing skirms. That's fine, but you have the resources to really put good Cataphracts there, because if you are losing the castle on the left, the castle on the right, you are going to start to lose all the initiative, Mr. Nova. And then what? Without castles.
Yeah, he's just gonna run out of steam, right? He's not going to have any momentum anymore. He was producing Cataphracts from 3 castles, which is not really that high, and now losing the castle over here is going to reduce it by 33%, so Hera is even going to take the castle on the left. I'm very surprised by ACCM taking so long also for going into cataphracts, and he's going to allow Hera to clean the castles up, and without cataphracts over here, then I guess Hera's army is going to become a lot more dangerous against ACCM.
Yeah, not only about how dangerous is the army as well. He's driving halberdiers now, conscription. The thing is, ACCM has no numbers. It really has no numbers. It's crazy. He's doing all ballistic. He's gonna spam skirmishes. That's gonna help a lot. Yes, it will. But you need some powerful units. It's true that ACCM keep raiding. 45 village skill. Who cares? Hera has 440 TCs and he's doing villages constantly all the game. Now he's doing a castle at home. I like it, but I'm not so sure. Let's see. I mean, he still have a lot of gold in the bank, so it's not a real problem yet that he doesn't have the control of the middle, but it can be a problem soon if he's not able to really mass properly. Honestly, Nova, the army that now Hera has is not scary. It's still not a scary army for the Byzantine's power. But the problem is that what army has right now, ACCM? 5 cataphracts and 11 skirmishes that are getting upgraded now. Pretty much nothing.
Yeah, and I'm taking a look at the production buildings. ACCM, he's got only 1 barrack, so he wouldn't be able to go for pikes. He had 3 archer ranges. He's only now gone for the 4th one, so even the skirmishers are going to take some time to mass. And of course, skirmishers are not going to work, especially against Franks, who basically whatever they go for is going to be good against skirmishers, be it cavalry or potentially throwing axemen as well. And there are 6 tables for ACCM, and I like the potential for camels, but he will need something else. He will need the camels and skirmishers or hand cannoneers so that he doesn't die to the halberdier.
Yeah, the problem is the numbers. I can't believe that Hera can win to Byzantines. He deleted that castle that was smart by ACCM. I can't believe that you win with halves versus Byzantines. Because if that happened, I don't know. Anyway, in the south, he's still raiding. That's something that he's doing really well. The Catravas are now getting the +4. And obviously, instead of skirmishers, better choice, the Arbalest. But he's doing now the crossbow. Arbalest upgrade still need to happen. And now one thing that we forgot here. Cannon galleons. Send then you kill those trebuchet. That will be good to stop that one. And please, you have to repair the damn castle. Because if he loses that castle, Nova, I don't know. But now, as you mentioned before, Cavalier upgrade.
There you are, Cavalier. He's going for even plate mail armor, which is going to be good for the Halberdier, but can also be very good for the throwing axemen, of course. For 5 trebuchets, actually, for Hera over here, the 40% extra HP is not going to matter against 5 trebuchets, and that castle is going down, which is going to leave ACCM pretty much wide open with no fortifications left in useful places, as the only castle left he's got is in the middle of nowhere, not really protecting much of anything.
Yeah, and also he got Cannon Galleon, and instead of to put in the middle of the water, he put in the shoreline, so then the halves can kill it. I can't believe how, in my opinion, ACCM, I don't know if he's gonna lose the game because he's still trying, but I think he should have never lose this game, honestly. I don't know what you think. He has a very good opportunity. Good map control. He was a little bit slow to go up to Imperial. And now he's not having the army, man. And he's having gold and stone all the game. It's incredible. Seriously.
Yeah. Even when the game was looking good for ACCM. And right now you take a look and population is better for him. Because but he doesn't have any momentum.
No, but look at on the left. Raiding like 20 is killing all the farmers, and on the right killing a lot too. So he's losing too much. He's focusing Hera too much in the middle, and maybe he just don't check and note his economy, and now his economy is suffering because he has Cavaliers, but those Cavaliers don't have any armor. Doing now the +1 armor is doing another castle at home, 2 relics per player. I don't know who is winning this game because the rating is being really consistent. Nova.
I think I'm still liking Hera's position because his production is pretty strong right now. He's got scale bar armor coming up, so he's starting to upgrade the units already. And very soon we're gonna see Hera make a play for like 30 or so Cavalier push, which is gonna be pretty hard as ACCM doesn't really have enough to defend against it, I think.
Well, he's doing now the heavy camel. He has now heavy camels right now. It's 13, 14 heavy camels. Now, You need to micro the damn army, because if you micro the army, Hera has all the trebuchet unprotected. The camels are coming, the arbalists are there in the middle. Now Hera has to unpack those trebuchet because he's gonna lose absolutely everything. And on the left, he's also raiding. The raiding is very solid. It's still almost the same population for both. But I don't know, so many monks. Nova. How many monks is this? Is Aztecs or is Franks? Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's getting the most out of them as well, so this engagement should go his way. And that's the thing, once again, Hera was just waiting for a good amount of units, and then he can push back, right? So even while we have camels from ACCM, which should counter Hera's in theory, the numbers are not there. Now, finally, ACCM starting to add the stables. He was producing from 10 now.
Yeah, he's not having a good production during all the game. He's being very low. He's really very low. Much better for Hera for sure. There's still a lot big battle here. Look at those camels. They're gonna be able to take those now. Hera need to go back a little bit. Remember, 25% cheaper army. But the monks are also going down. He killed it. All the monks. He got 1 minute to go. Like 12. All the monks are down. Hera need to be careful not losing this army, but right now he got trebuchet taking the castles and he's pushing. His production is much faster. And you know what is the key here, Nova, in my opinion? The damn APM. I'm sure that Hera's APM is massively higher than ACCM. We're gonna notice, but the game is over. It's just over. He has, in this kind of gameplay, no chances against the Canadian. Zero chances against the Canadian, it seems.
Yeah, the same. We saw ACCM go forward. Now Hera's finally doing against ACCM with the raids coming up as well. ACCM starting to lose a lot, so it's gone from 70-7 to 90-47. So wow. ACCM certainly is starting to show cracks in the armor.
He's losing quite a lot, as you guys can see. Amazing. Now Hera resources, 57 farmers, a lot of food. Look at the goal. And ACCM tried, but unbelievable game. Byzantines couldn't do anything. Why? Because he never got elite cataphracts. He never got an oath army to counter Hals. Hals, basically. Then he pushed it with traps, and now a few cavaliers. And ladies and gentlemen, we got the Paladins, Nova. Paladin upgrade. Well,
oh boy.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, this is what you expect to see from Hera for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you're still here, but seems like a small drop or something. I don't know. Anyway, trebuchet are coming. Look at those paladins and +4. And he even converted the cannon galleon that is attacking there, guys. This is 2-0. And honestly, it really looks like this kind of approach. ACCM has really zero chances. Really zero chances. And Hera, with just booming and defending, has been pushing like a hammer. Little by little.
I am
ACCM.
Here.
Okay, ACCM has nothing to do. You could for me for a moment, but now I was just telling the same, repeating that the game is over. He's doing pike van upgrade now, but he has zero resources. What production you can have now with pikes, with zero upgrades, with only forging against paladins?
Yeah. So ACCM, even when he was looking good in this game, he was looking a little bit better and he was putting pressure against Hera, was simply not doing enough damage. And Hera, we know every time that we have a standard game over here that they're just going to play meta is going to result in this. So Hera is going to be up 2-0 against ACCM, making game number 3 match point already, while ACCM's only way back is going to be a full reverse sweep.
He never pushed his opponent. And the APM, even if the peak is not the most important, but the peak is 228 APM, while ACCM 136 Nova. But just look at the most important, because the peak can be a moment, that you spam. 89 APM average 62. So in these kind of battles, you know that at least that you are getting the initiative, your opponent is gonna always outnumber you big time. And that's what happened.
Yeah. Of course, we see in the end, ACCM does end up getting the better KD, as he does fall behind in economy, interestingly enough. So it's not like ACCM didn't really have the tools to work with. Just couldn't make too much with them.
I mean, checking the economy, Nova, we see that he got the resources. Even more economy than Hera. But doesn't have the speed. And never got... Do you remember 3 trebuchet or 4 for ACCM? I don't. I don't.
Yeah, no point.
Yeah, at no point during the game, yeah. Well, 2-0, and I'll see you in the third game, because I don't know what you think, Nova, but this looks like a 3-0 is very possible.
All right. Yeah, might be the case. I'll see you in a moment then.
Okay.
Magyars, they get played 4 times and they have a 75% win rate, which is a little bit higher. And for the matchup over here, I'm actually not really sure if they faced each other yet. Let me actually take a look real quick. It seems like Magyars versus Japanese. It's not happened before, so this is the first instance of it. I don't know. I think they are both pretty good, and although we have seen Japanese a lot more over here, probably because of the faster attack in Men-at-Arms, given how prevalent that strat has been on this map, Magyars can also be very strong. They don't even necessarily need to go for cavalry archers, sorry, for scouts, because they can go for Men-at-Arms and they already get free forging, which can be pretty good.
Yeah, I think that the civilization is matters, but both here are good. You know, I think the most important here is the decisions, the ratings that you are gonna make. You can see that this map is kind of crazy with all the stone in the south here, close to the shoreline. Then, as we always see the map, pretty much all the wood is in the north, right? Except those 2 piles with 1,000 wood. So you have to move, and here the timing and the decisions matters a lot more, in my opinion. Magyars is dangerous for sure. Japanese is also very nice with the cheaper lumber camps and so on. I don't know. I think it's about decisions, Nova. Yeah,
completely agree. And so far, that hasn't really favored ACCM too much. So for this one, I think it's probably going to be decided fairly early on. Because if Hera can come forward with some Men-at-Arms, let's say that both players face each other around the center, or they end up in a situation where they are counter-raiding each other, as you said in the previous game, usually Hera is much better at dealing with those multitasking situations, and on this map it can be catastrophic for ACCM.
Yeah, well, let's see what is going to be. I really believe that this is what you have to avoid, and the thing here is, I think Hera is not gonna take risk. And with his actual APM, if he's not taking risk, well, not taking wrong decisions here, the map favor him. Nova, don't know what you think.
Yeah. I completely agree as well.
Yeah, because this map is not meta, right? It's just...
yeah.
What meta is this map?
Yeah. We have seen for the most part Men-at-Arms push, but yeah, it can develop into something else because of the map layout and the villagers being exposed potentially up in the north as well, and then the possibility of just going for one galley on water and pushing the villagers away from the box turtles as well. It's not going to be necessarily Arabia-like, of course.
Yeah, when I saw this map, I was like, oh, they're going to fight a lot more on water. Actually, you mentioned about the galley, they're almost not fighting on water at all. Like, they barely go water. Like, almost never.
Yeah. Usually you're gonna see a galley if they are putting pressure and they are unable to do anything with land units against the box turtle workers because of the walls or whatever, then you can go for the one galley and still push the villagers away. But not something you go from the get-go, of course.
Okay. And on wood, they have ACCM 3 villages on wood. That doesn't matter, being Japanese. Doesn't mean that he's gonna go scout, because since it's cheaper buildings with 3 villages, you can still go for the drafts, for the militias, because look at the resources. He already have almost 200 wood. While Hera is going for 3 villages on wood. He got 4, but the 4th is being used now to make the house and is starting to wall, which makes real sense here, Mr. Nova.
Yeah, it's been pretty standard on this map, so Hera seems to be going for a standard game over here in ACCM. He's not going for the walls yet, but he's got a villager 4, and I imagine it's gonna go for the barracks very soon so he can start pumping militia. Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, he see well that Hera is going to be annoying, but he's gonna make the barrack. Hera can explore that one, and as we were talking, with 3 villages on wood, not a problem to make the militia. He's doing the loom now. He will have the food to go up. Yes, this is a very, very, very nice transition to the next HV20 population. But Hera is gonna go up the same, exactly the same, Mr. Nova. Look, well,
yeah,
4 seconds. Why he got 4 seconds idle? That was sloppy. Well, it's not a lot, but still, he has the resources. Anyway, both are going to go militias, or I don't see goal for Hera, so Hera might go scouts. Still.
I guess it can work. Hera always loves to use his mobility, so it's definitely an option. It's just going to be a slower push because the Minotaurs are going to start pushing very early on into the field age. The scouts are going to have to wait. However, Hera is sending villagers up in the north already. What do you think about that?
I like it a lot. Like, the earlier you go that area, the better, you know. Like, you always find some spot to wall properly, you know, and get a nice spot there. I like that. I know that you are taking some time that is gonna be idle, those villages, but in the long run, it's gonna be efficient. The problem is that now Hera might have a little bit of a problem with the early push if ACCM is going very aggressive, which is not really happening, because he's sending the militias but 2 villages forward. 2 villages forward is gonna be always super easy to be countered by your opponent if he's just gonna make a tower or something. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree. So there we go. ACCM started to put some pressure finally, and Hera should be fine. He's got into the field age a little bit sooner, and there we go. Archer range is on the way for ACCM. So far, it's been pretty predictable, at the very least from the Japanese. And Hera was a little bit off with the barracks timing over here, so the scouts won't be coming in as fast as they could.
Well, because we were talking, I like the option to move the wood to the north, but now Hera has no wood to make the stable. So he has no counter right now. That's the problem of moving faster. But once you are there, oh, he's doing that. Look at this. He was doing a stable, he deleted, and now archery range, super quick because you didn't even notice if you don't pay attention. And yeah, well, he's been slow, so it makes sense to go for an archery range right now. The problem is he's not even on goal. But now this is what happens when you are going forward with 2 villages. You're gonna be countered very, very easily by your opponent. And this is exactly what is happening with that tower and forcing him to move back, ACCM.
Yeah, you know, though, one thing that I do like for ACCM is to send the horse around, so now he knows where the other goal from Hera is, so he knows exactly where to put pressure.
And he's doing the job, as you can see. I mean, Hera is having more problems. The transition in this map is not a meta game. We were talking that this map favors him. Yes, if he's having a good opening. But his opening is definitely not a good one. Yes, only 3 army, ACCM 8. And that army, Nova, it's already with fletching. But he needs to micro the archers. The skirmishes are already there. Fletching is great, yes, but you need to control those units. It's forcing to repair that palisade all the time, and now it's still holding. It's not this a little bit stubborn. Imagine if he was sending these archers to try to find the wood. Because, man, right now, I don't know. It's kind of tricky. He's gonna kill the villager? No, he didn't kill anything. And at the end, the KD is only 1 unit kill for Hera, and he's safe.
Yeah, there's not too much of anything, and now the blacksmith just comes up for Hera as well. So these skirmishers and potentially the tower, they're going to get fletching. And ACCM is going for another tower. This one's going to get targeted as soon as Fletching's finished researching. And unfortunately, ACCM has not really been able to put pressure elsewhere, so he's trying to roam around, but Hera's going to meet him in the way, and he's taking the archers down. The ACCM is not paying attention, man.
Yeah, he's losing all. Losing all there. Look at the KD, look at the micro. I mean, he has the Minotaurs alive, but the archers is what make damage here. The Minotaurs are not going to do any damage here at all. And now we're going back to the TC. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, and this is why I was saying that the game could potentially get defined fairly early on. While obviously ACCM is not dead, by losing all the units over here, that's a lot of wasted resources. He's already lost 4 extra units compared to Hera, and also the fact that Hera's got skirmishers over here is pretty cheap for him, what he's going for.
Hera is still also 2 seconds idle TC only. ACCM has lost ability with the idle time. Idle TC already 25 seconds. The Minotaurs are now coming here. That's what have been happening a long time ago. Now he has the counter units here. Yeah, his skirmish is easy, but we see a stable from ACCM going to scout already with Japanese. We see a lot of times feudal aggression here. And both players mining stones, so that means both players are gonna defend with towers. In the south as well, maybe even in the north if it's needed with the lumberjacks. Oh, there's an archer hitting, but one archer not gonna do too much damage. I don't know, the population is, Hera is ahead, but now Hera is also having some idle time. I don't know exactly who has the advantage right now, Mr. Nova, anymore, honestly.
I think Hera's fine. When he realizes about the villagers up in the north, he's got enough resources to go for a tower, but he's losing a villager, man. He cannot lose vills here. Just one archer, come on.
Not with one archer, I agree with you. But not only stable for ACCM, Hera also with the stable. He's gonna put the skirmishes under the tower, and those scouts are Magyar scouts. What that means, they have forging. They have forging, and that's great. That helps a lot. Scouts are coming, he's gonna send more, probably, but where's the blacksmith? The blacksmith is there, so you have to make upgrades now. If you go full field against Magyars, Nova, you have to do something else. You are not going to win if you are not doing the upgrades, because Magyars, cheaper scouts with forging, it make a difference, man.
Yeah, for sure. So there we go. The scouts are coming in. As we have scout 10 skirmishes from Hera, he should look a little bit stronger, and ACCM is going for forging so that he can catch up to Hera, but Hera's units are already plenty strong. And also, he's got only one stable. Would you like to see Hera try and commit a little bit more heavily over here, maybe go for the second stable? ACCM's going for 2.
Well, let's see. What I like from Hera is that he's still producing. He doesn't have yet the resources to go for the second stable right now. He's doing the market. At the moment, his resources are at the limit, you know, and he's still producing scout. Now those scouts are with 42, but Hera has more army. Hera has more army. I like the second stable idea yet, but he can produce with both. I don't know. And that he has enough units to kill. Well, now scouts and villagers are coming, Mr. Nova. So that's the answer, man. You need to go back. There's no bloodlines for any of the players, no skill bar in armor, and you can see he has now 2 stables. Okay, and now he's producing with both. Nice. Very, very nice. I mean, this battle, this couple of minutes following are very important. I don't know if this is a battle that you should take. Definitely not. Now going back with those scouts. I know those villages in danger. There's no army here. There's no army here. He's coming with more scouts. He's gonna kill some villages. No, he's trying to focus in the army. Look how Hera immediately ignored the village and go for the army, Nova.
Yeah, overall his army control over here has been fantastic, and ACCM has gotten a lot of idle time on these villages. Might actually end up losing a vill over here. There we go, and could potentially lose more. Doesn't seem like it's going to be the case, but man, seems like I am dying over here to take over for a moment.
In the other side, I don't know if I like that. He went with all the villages there, but these archers, he do not notice because now he's paying attention in the scout, and the archers are taking over now. He's gonna kill 1 village, he's killing 2, he's killing 3, he's killing a lot. He's killing a lot, ACCM, and now Hera is kind of throwing the game. Well, scout and archer is better than scout and skirmishes, in my opinion. Obviously, you need a good micro. He lost a lot of villages, but now you need to delete the palisade and save the village he's not doing. And the archers are here ready to dominate. They did a lot of damage, but Hera is still adding a lot of scouts. So, Hera lost 5 villages, yes, but doesn't matter because now ACCM is not reacting and losing all the villages as well. I can't believe that. Seriously. Can't believe it, man. Can't believe it.
9? Yeah. 9-2 military over here. So Hera, all he's gotta do is he's just gotta start putting pressure, right? He just needs to head forward. Yeah, and what is ACCM going to do to defend himself? He's got a tower coming up over here, but that's only going to protect villages. It's not really going to take care of Hera's army as long as Hera's paying attention. So best case scenario, he saves some villages, but gets a lot of idle time.
Well, village number is still almost the same. 40-38, I say almost the same because seems Hera got wheelbarrow. That's obviously Hera a little bit ahead even. And now there's another tower. Scouts are coming. The prediction for Hera is not so great now with the army. Taking in consideration he has 2 stables, he's not really using them. Now we see more and more towers in the shoreline. You know, that fish is just huge. Foot of income. Even the Hera is not really mining gold. Oh man, the score is very close. And I don't know really who has the advantage here. He's trying to send a scout to see if he finds some hole or some. Is this a hole? No, there's not a hole in the wood for for Hera. No. Doing the market, having a lot of gold. Well, which castle is here faster might be crucial.
You know, it would seem to me as if Hera was. Okay, there we go. He finally added the second stable.
No.
Oh,
it's not second.
Wait a moment.
It's third.
Yes,
he has already 2, and this is the 3rd stable for Hera. So, and he's producing with all them now. Oh boy, this can be very, very dangerous, Nova. Oh.
Yeah. So Bloodlines coming out. Hera's gonna have Scale Bar and Armor, right? Forging and Bloodlines. Meanwhile, Bloodlines coming out for ACCM, but he's still gonna be short for Scale Bar and Armor. And Hera, with triple stable production, if he can keep it up, is going to dominate against ACCM.
Oof. This battle is not good. This battle, I feel, is kind of tricky. He has the tower there now. He's going to make another tower. The scouts are doing the job because Hera is out of position with the scout. Yes, okay, it is. Another village down. Whoa, Hera, 12 villages down. Look at now the village number. He's losing a lot, and Hera is in a problem right now. He's in a real problem. And if the cities get into the 2-1, oh man, historically, we have seen some reverse sweep from Hera. Playing really well with the first 2 games and then having more problems. Well, this map is one of those maps that anything can happen. I don't say that he's not playing good, because if you check, he has now 17 army, but 8 villages behind. Who has the advantage in this situation? Hard to know, Mr. Nova. Hard to know, really.
Yeah, it's really going to take some time for ACCM's extra villagers to kick in. And currently, Hera is putting enough pressure that the ACCM's economy is not 100% working. I mean, take a look at all the villages that ACCM's got to pull over because of Hera's military lead.
But all this happened because those towers are so crap, man. I mean, the towers are still falling down and they don't kill almost anything. And oh my goodness, now he's not producing a scout. Why? Why he's not producing a scout? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because 7 on food, he has no food. He lost all the short fish, and even if he lost village, now look at the village number, and there is not gonna be a reverse sweep. It's gonna be now a destruction. The Canadian is coming with so many scouts, Nova, and it's gonna take absolutely everything. He did it already. It's over. 3-0.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah. GG.
There we go.
Wow. GG,
Beautiful.
3-0 from Hera. He was, well, with not a lot of army in that last attempt with the tower, but then that triple stable and just full military gave the Canadian the domination, and Nova 3-0. He made
this is not good for ACCM, of course, and don't want to be too rough on him, but it certainly feels like the approach over here against Hera was not particularly effective. And I guess he tried to switch gears, especially as we saw in game number 2. He was trying to put a lot more pressure that he did in game number 1, but it was not enough. He kept on playing meta. For game number 3 over here, he just played the very standard strat that you saw from Japanese every time that they have been used over here. And Hera adapted really well, and he was able to counter ACCM's approach every single time.
Well, this map is different, so the players usually play more aggressive, but as you mentioned, in the other 2 games, ACCM played like Hera, or tried, and in this kind of gameplay, Hera is just better.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
sounds
cannot...
simple, but it looked like this. They played very similar styles, but then in those similar styles, Hera is just better, faster, mainly, faster. And taking good decision with a great macro in the whole series. I don't know what you think, but his macro was really on point, and the APM much higher as well, Nova. I'm checking again.
Agreed, for sure. Faster, more effective. If you take a look at the most units they have gone for in this game, Hera went for 29 scouts and ACCM for 25, so that's a delta of 4 scouts. However, you take a look at the current scout count over here, ACCM was left on 2 towards the end of the game, and Hera with 12, so that tells you something about Hera's unit control.
And not only that, if you think about this, that 29 scout, cheaper scout from Magyars, forging for free, that ACM has to make forging, how much food Hera has saved it, and ACM needed, and he didn't have. So that makes 3-0 and total domination for the Canadian.
Absolutely.